Hello everyone, my name is Rusted Branch, and welcome to Amnesia, The Dark Descent. Now this is a very old horror game, and it is one I have tried before, sort of. This was probably the first ever horror game I tried to play, and the key word is tried, because I didn't even make it through like the intro of the first house. I was so panicked and overwhelmed that I didn't actually get into the game. It was just the ambiance of the room freaked me out too much. But now I'm back, I'm older, I'm not wiser, but I am doing this anyways. So let's get into it.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
Okay, we are Daniel. Oh, no. A memento has been added to your journal. J or Y for quick access to mementos. Press them. Follow the liquid trail. The blood trail? Possibly. Hang on, I need to see if I can... Alright. So... Forward it up. Oh, that's going to be weird to deal with. Picked up some tinderbox. I don't have an Xbox controller, so I won't be able to do that. Oh, that's how to crouch. Lovely. Why am I wobbling so much? Okay. What was in here? Clearly the door opened for me. Tinderbox, that's gonna be handy. Okay. Two tinderboxes, gotcha. The long, dark corridor. Okay, here's something else, or is that me? What is happening? What is happening? What just happened? Swing, swing. God, I wish I could do something about this motion blur. This is bad. Ooh. Tinderbox. Okay, back in the light. What's in here, mysterious door? Just... darkness. Beware, when standing in darkness, your sanity will slowly drain. Turn on lights using a tinderbox or search for another light source. Cattle. The crucifixion. of Jesus. And Romans? I'm not familiar with this one. Oh, we're in the dark. Right. The old archives. He fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick in the stomach. Hazel remained hidden, in fear she too would be punished. I don't know what that's a reference to. When grabbing an object, press right mouse to throw. Yay! Okay. We're in the darkness. There's no bueno. Need a bit of light and we'll be fine. Okay. When upsetting events will reduce your sanity, it can be increased by completing puzzles and making progress. Okay, so we're in the dark here. Got it. Pick up the pace a bit. So this is light, I hope. Lantern? Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Perfect. God. This is so much more intimidating than Soma. I liked Soma. Soma was nice. I got to hang out in the ocean and occasionally be chased by eldritch horrors. But this is so much worse. Oil.
7th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him.
Jeez.
His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Jeez. Okay. Guess that's on us. We are, in fact, going to become a murderer. So let's get going, I guess. Ooh, secret door. Roaches? Those are very big roaches. The entrance hall. The door slammed shut behind him, and he knew he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Square. Another lone soul in London seemed appropriate somehow. I was afraid that was going to go away, so I probably read that too quickly. Hold shift to run. Okay.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brandenburg.
Wow, he sounds immediately like a villain. But yeah, this is where I chickened out when I first played the game. So, every step I take will be the farthest I've ever gotten into this game. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oil. Okay, not going that way. Oh, can I? I can! More oil. And another tinderbox. Okay, I need to go down there, but I'm gonna gather supplies where I assumed I was safe. But I'm immediately corrected on that. Okay, we can hear people screaming. Don't need to go to the archives yet. And this is boarded up. Do I have a way? Okay. I don't have a way to unboard it up. Deboard it. Remove the boards. Something to that effect. Alright, let's go find that woman. A woman? Women. A woman screaming. A fragrant taste of rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights, he thought, just like the ones at the consulate in Constantinople. The world is shaking? Is that what you're afraid of? No. There's something roaring at us in the darkness. Okay. Guess I'm out of oil. No. No. That's the water monster.
There should be more cuprites.
Cuprate.
Let me see. And one part aquafortis.
Okay, he's talking alchemy. See what we got. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiment has taken a toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I should do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. Okay. Aquafortis and cuprite. Okay, I need to put some oil in my lamp. Oh, that oil barely... I can lean. I didn't know I could lean. Chemistry pot. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compound lacked the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are given and the cuprite binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aquafortis, in hope that it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid, should be acidic, and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with great care. I might be able to use this recipe, but I'm losing hope that I'll find an alchemical solution to my predicament. Okay, so aqua regia is what I need. Fine. I need that. Come on, give it. Okay. Back into the light. Back into the light. Catch my breath. More tinder boxes. Okay, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. So I need to go to the wine cellar, I guess. Because there's not storage that I can find in here. Right, the wine cellar then. It is locked and will not open without a key. Alright, would the archives have the key? Probably. It's the only other place I can go. Traveling to Dover meant going through Canterbury. He made sure to pay a visit to avoid the sense of guilt connected with neglect family. I think I read that wrong, but Library. I assume this is the rare book room. Oh, what do we got?
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
All right. So, whatever we found was brought back here and is causing that weird flesh in the shadow. I hereby offer my full attention and service to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break this seal. Wilhelm, House of Gingrich. Gierich, not Gingrich. Okay, what do we got? Nothing. Hang on. Tinder box, perfect. Oh, that's not oil. I really shouldn't be doing that. That was weird. Anyways. Haha!
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Okay. So this is very Lovecraftian, eldritch horror. Finding a thing buried in the desert. I forget which story that was, but it's I didn't mean to throw that. Libri Veteris. Shit. Okay, something's fucking with me. Something is very much fucking with me. Okay. No. What lever? Is there a lever in the piano? Hole in the roof. I think we're fine for now. It's kind of bright in here. Don't want to burn. Don't want to burn through all my oil. Don't like that. But it's fine. No, you're nothing of importance. Tabulate? Wait, are we underground somehow? Is that how rocks are falling in here? What's happening? Why are we freaking out?
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
Oh, I'm actually playing this. Okay. So, are these our character's memories or someone else's?
For me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Okay. So, I guess those might be our memories then. Doesn't seem like what I need is in here. But there's treasure. Someone's playing the piano again.
Much of the castle castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Okay. That explains why everything's in ruins. We're in an old castle. And the shadow is wrecking things. Oh! The ceiling crumbled in around us. That's what that was about. Right, I guess my way out is through here. Somehow. Western Hall. East Wing. Tinderbox. But how do I... Oh. That's how. Fragile but not breakable by hand. I have seen this before. But not in a frictional game thing.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Okay, so I've got to pull books. I feel like this is a good place to use my tinderboxes. And you? Yeah. So I will do this. Perfect. Alstedt and Brandenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Asselt. I can't pronounce that. Deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbors, Castle Brandenburg. The quiet, forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the whispered superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. Oh, I wanted to read more of that. Whatever. Open the door. Door's locked. Okay, we need to do the special thing. Book 1. Book 1. Book 2. Nope. Book 3. Oh! Not what I was expecting. What am I looking at there? Key to the wine cellar. I probably didn't need to hide yet. No, the door opened because something opened it. Gotcha. Well, Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brandenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave, or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve the problems. I don't know how that would get them to leave. But we're back here. Beautiful. Hang out in the light for a moment. Okay, got the key to the wine cellar. So we should be able to leave. Right? I can't tell if there's actually a monster yet. I feel like there might be. I don't think there's a monster yet, but it was done, the men said. The tomb had been revealed. Tin Hannon awaits. Whoa, 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 whoa. What just happened? Oh, the goop hurt me? Maybe? Or was I attacked? I don't know. Everything like lagged and I got damaged. Well, regardless, into the wine cellar. Use the key to unlock it. How? How? Do I like... How? Hang on. Do I like... No? I can't... Oh, I don't know what I just did. I think I double-clicked. Stone slabs look like a safety measure. It wasn't meant to be moved ever again.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Hint, if an enemy is near, stay out of sight and hide in the darkness. Make sure to turn off your lantern. Great.
Is anyone there?
Okay. Beware, when standing in darkness, your sanity will drain. Yes, I know. Well, that's not fair. Okay, so we gotta find another way out. So... Got our lantern lit back up. I've got tools. I am theoretically safe in here. What do I need to do to get out, though? I can't move this out of the way. Oh, yes, I can. Huh. Oh, that's weird. There's a cockroach crawling across my vision. Alright. I guess I solved the puzzle. Meat. Lots of meat. I really can't tell if there's a monster yet. Okay.
What's happening? Oh, it feels like my chest is going to burst. Oh.
My God! Wilhelm, do something!
Accept it. We're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
What was in the wine? Alright. I guess they exploded or melted. My name is Wilhelm, House of Gerrick. These are my final words, my confession and testament. 2 years ago, I was summoned to the Castle Brandenburg. As most of the aristocracy, I was curious about what this supposed knight of the order could want from me and accepted the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid, and that the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past and not the honors I've been rewarded with during my time as a soldier. Was to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim, and to do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest to my character at the royal court, advancing my position within noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly, and I accepted wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I've brought men, women, and children to Brandenburg. I can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Tonight, the Baron invited me and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. The wine tasted fine, and my men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment for our sins. The Baron has locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolic ways. My men are screaming. Their skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel my insides revolt against their God-given nature. Blood has begun to pour from my eyes, and I can no longer... Lovely. So those are the wretched, twisted corpses of the men who got left behind. Okay, I think I've gotten what I needed out of the wine cellar. The meat locker. The only other thing is through there. So yeah. And my lantern went out. I've been shut in. That is fine. Calamite, Cooperite, Aqua Regia. The chemicals must be prepared using the appropriate apparatus. Okay. Okay, that's everything in here. Probably. I'm not going to sort through all this. Okay. And we're out of here. Okay, what am I supposed to be doing? What? One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them, they lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and safe return. Some memory? Okay, same thing. So don't touch that. Let's see. What do I... How do I... Oh, perfect. So... Aquarigia? Gotcha. That's how this works. Hush. 4 different chemicals. Oh, no. Okay, so I messed up and didn't grab the 4th ingredient, but the staircase got smashed, so I had to move boxes and stuff to get out of here. That was interesting. But we've got it all. Can do a bit of alchemy now. And plunk. Here we go. Need to turn on the burner first. I assume I gotta do this for all 4. And there we go! Magic green acid. Pot of acid. Incredibly volatile acid, too. Okay, this is gonna be the trick of it. Is getting back out of here. Oh, the flesh is... God damn! Flesh is vicious. Okay, so there weren't any actual monsters. It was just the game messing with me. Right. So, I think that's where I'll call it from here. Because next, we'll be heading into the refinery. I wouldn't say I'm excited to be back at this, but I'm excited to get past my former cowardice, I guess. I'm not going to be much braver, but it's something. Either way, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in whatever I do next. Bye!